Hi folks, welcome back to the channel again, and here today we're doing something a little bit different. We've got a cooked chili sauce with blueberry, and I've decided to just keep it to the chilies and the blueberries to keep it true to both tastes. I wasn't keen to put any onion or garlic or something like that. That's really going to overpower the taste of the blueberries. So the other additive that I'm going to put in is a little bit of spearmint, which I think might just enhance the blueberry and give it a little bit of a twist. By now you guys know we're all about twists here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just top and tail the chilies, cook them down with a bit of water, a little bit of salt obviously, and then we will add as we go along all the other ingredients, so you can see we're not going over the top with the spearmint because it is quite a pungent thing, so we just want to give it a little hint of it. We don't want to make it a spearmint hot sauce. So here we go, we're just going to, we've got a couple of habaneros in here, we're just going to chop them, give them a little chop, nothing fancy, it's more like a top and tail type thing in a rough down the middle, because we're ultimately going to be blending it, so it's not going to be a big deal as to how much or how fine we've made this. It's all good as what the blender can handle. So let's get chopping and cropping. I won't go the topping part because it will be a bit weak. But the one thing that's not going to be weak is the sauce. I think it's going to have a nice little bite to it with 4 habaneros in and a couple of jalapenos. I think it could work out quite fine. So, yep. There's a couple of cayennes in here as well. Just put a whole mix together. And then I'm going to use some blueberries, which have been frozen already. So we just keep on with the chopping here until we've got it all done. Just making a reasonably small batch because I've never done something like this before with a bit of changes to the recipe, so we're all learning again as we keep going with this journey of ours, of the cereal grillers, distillers and more. We're at this moment in time been doing a lot of the and more, and we're looking forward to coming out with the grillers and distillers pretty soon. So we're just waiting for a couple of things to get going, and yeah, we're looking forward to showing you some other things that we tried to do. So yeah, we're almost finished with getting everything into the pot here at the moment, and I like to just get it sort of heating up as we go along with no water in it yet, just to bring out a bit of the flavor of the actual chilies, and it starts to be like a marsh gas or something like that. It really gets to your nostrils quite intensely, let's put it that way. So as you can see, yeah, we're just busy warming it up at the moment, warming it through, just to get a little bit of the smell going there, and just to make it sweat a little bit. I find it just releases a little bit more of the oils before we start to boil it up a little bit and soften the chilies. So folks, it's been going a little bit and sweating down, so I'm just going to start. You get the fumes coming off of this quite nice, and it definitely gives you, clears the sinuses, let's put it that way. I'm just going to add a bit of salt to our cooking sauce there. Probably about a tablespoon, just to cook down with the rest of it, and to get to flavouring the blueberries as well. Hear the voices going. Yep, it's starting to bite already, so I think this is going to be a cracker. Okay folks, I've got this almost to a boil at the moment, and we're going to carry on boiling it down for a while. I don't think you'd fancy sitting watching water boil, because you could either be watching paint dry, probably as exciting. So we'll be back once this is boiled and softened to the chili. I don't think you want to watch this pot boiling away. You could just as well be watching paint dry. I think it will be as exciting. So let's keep it going while it softens, and yep. And then we will start adding the blueberries to blend the flavors as we go along, and yeah, let's see what happens after this. And while we've got the blueberries softening, I'm just going to cut the spearmint. Excuse me. I've just got 2 sprigs of spearmint, because the smell is awesome, and it's really got a nice complementary flavor, I think, to the blueberries, and can only work with the chilies as well, because I think it's going to have that sort of freshness that's going to pop, and then the bite's going to catch it from behind. So yeah, I'll tell you whether you should try this at home or not. I think it's going to work, and yeah, just from a flavoured palate, I think it just makes a lot of sense. And because I don't have any xanthan gum, I'm going to add a bit of maizena or cornstarch, just dissolved in it. It's probably a teaspoon that I'm using, and that's what I'm going to be putting through on. It's a teaspoon dissolved in a dash of water. I'm going to add to this so that it stops the separation, and we don't have any watery substance floating around in our sauce. And as you can see, it's coming along quite nicely, the cooking with the blueberries as well as the chilies all together. And the blueberry color is definitely coming through strongly, and the smell is grabbing the back of my throat like there is no tomorrow. So while it's cooking away now, I'm going to just add our cornstarch, just to cook through a little bit before we start to blend it and bring it up to bottling stage, which is the exciting part. But first we're going to taste, because proof is in the pudding, they say. And yes, now we've come to the end of our cooking process. I'm going to start loading up the blender for a bit of noise and a bit of blending, and then we're going to do some tasting and bottling. So stick with us and we'll make you famous. Yeah, it looks like we're going to use all the sauce bits in the pot because it is really cooked down tremendously, so it's looking pretty good from a viscosity point of view as well. So let's blend a bit. Let me show you the colour. Got a lovely deep colour. I'm sure that you end up with something that's very, very different to what you would normally find in any supermarket or bottle in any local place. I think you've got something very different. I just want to carry on blending it a little bit more because it's really looking smooth and now with the blueberries, but there's a lot more chili coming through than the blueberry. That's the thing. Yes, I get a nice faint spearmint smell as soon as you open it, but and as you saw, it was very little that I added, so we didn't go overboard with the spearmint. And let's check what this tastes like. You know, it's hot, but I'm sure it will give us a good indication. Nice tartness from the berries, the hint of the spearmint, and there's a good heat actually all around the mouth. It's not just like at the back, you can taste it from the front right through to the back, and it's yeah, I think if it's once this is cooled down and we've got it bottled for a day or so, I think the flavors will develop even more. I don't want to add anything like sugar or something like that because there is already a tartness. I don't want to get rid of that because it's going to lose the authenticity of the blueberry. So I want to leave it where it is, and I think, yeah, I think it works. It's something very different. This would be ideal on bit of pork or something. I think it would work like a bomb. Yeah, maybe even a bit of game meat, that could work. And if you wanted to use this as a base, you could maybe add a bit of sugar and then go for using it onto a nice venison steak. I think it could work. But yeah, trial and error, and this one worked out fine. I think go try it at home. Get yourself some blueberries and some peppers, give it a bash. I didn't want to ferment this one because you lose the flavor if you ferment it from the beginning, and it was going to take too long. So I thought let's do a quick one, do a cook, and yeah, the flavor is nice. The palate is really good, it's smooth, it's round, and it does come back and bite you a little bit afterwards, so be careful of it. And don't forget to subscribe and like and do all the funny things that we would like you to do. And don't forget, make every day count.